Друзья, здравствуйте и добро пожаловать на бесплатные уроки по английскому языку. Меня зовут Мейхам, я полиглот. Давайте уже начинать. Первая часть будет для начинающих в изучении английского языка, для тех, кто еще не уверенно общается и не уверенно понимает. В этой части я буду разговаривать на русском языке, и мы будем выполнять различные задания, чтобы улучшать ваш английский язык. А во второй части я буду разговаривать только на английском языке. Для лучшего эффекта я настоятельно рекомендую начинающим пройти и вторую часть данного курса. Она полностью на английском языке. Да, будет тяжело, но зато отличная практика и отличная возможность увеличить ваш словарный запас и улучшить понимание английского языка. Так, сейчас на экране вы видите две картинки. Ваша задача сначала описать картинку слева, что вы видите, как человек себя чувствует, какие детали вы видите на данной картинке. Дальше описать картинку справа. Абсолютно то же самое. После этого ответить на вопрос, в чем смысл этих двух картинок вместе взятых. Иными словами, какой посыл скрывается в этих двух картинках. Для начала вы будете выполнять задание, а затем я вам расскажу, как можно было бы его сделать в идеале. Иными словами, сначала вы делаете, потом слушайте мои объяснения. Так, я надеюсь, что у вас все получилось. Теперь давайте послушаем меня. In the picture on the left, I can see an old man who is sitting on his bed. He has a book on the small table and he looks very sad. Теперь картинка справа. In the picture on the left, I can see a big family that consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. They are happy. All of them are smiling. They are in nature around green forest full of beautiful trees. А теперь давайте ответим на вопрос. These pictures illustrate the importance of having a family. They show us that if you are alone and you don't have any family, you will be sad. And if you have a family, you will be happy. Но это очень простым языком. Да, теперь ваша задача будет сделать следующее. На экране вы видите 3 вопроса. На них вам нужно ответить. Вопрос номер 1. Why is family important? Номер 2. What are your favorite activities with your family? Номер 3. Why are friends important? Окей, давайте я отвечу по-быстрому на эти вопросы. Как бы я ответил? На вопрос номер 1 я бы ответил следующим образом. I think that family is very important because life has a lot of difficulties. And in those difficult moments, it is very important to have somebody who will support you and love you no matter what happens with you. Так, ну это простым языком, конечно, не совсем начинающим, но все же простым языком. Как бы я ответил на вопрос номер 2? My favorite activities with my family are learning something together, spending time in nature together, perhaps traveling together, and just in general, we really enjoy having conversations about different topics. Окей, и как бы я ответил на третий вопрос? I think that friends are extremely important in our life because they help us to feel better about ourselves, they help us in difficult times, and they are the people that we choose to have in our lives. We are not obligated to be friends with them. We choose them, and they choose us, and this is the most important and the most beautiful thing about friendship. Так, сейчас мы будем делать абсолютно то же самое, только уже с другой темой и с новыми картинками. Поехали. Так, сейчас на экране вы видите снова две картинки. Опять же, опишите картинку слева, затем справа и скажите мне, в чем смысл этих двух фотографий. Какой посыл несут эти две фотографии вместе взятые. Надеюсь, что вы это сделали. Давайте теперь послушаем меня. Если бы я описывал картинку слева, я бы сказал: In the picture, on the left, I can see a young woman with a dog. The dog is even bigger than the woman. The dog has a lot of fur and a big tongue. They are out in the nature and they look very happy. Чтобы описать картинку справа, я бы сказал: In the picture on the right, I can see a young girl feeding something to her white, beautiful cat with blue eyes. She is smiling and they look very, very happy. Так, а теперь посыл, который несут эти две фотографии. I think that these pictures show us that it's a good idea to adopt a pet. Теперь давайте ответим на 3 вопроса. Окей, давайте отвечать. Вопрос номер 1. Почему домашние питомцы это важно? I think that pets are very important in our life because they support us in difficult times by giving us the unconditional love. And they make our life more interesting. Номер 2. Что я предпочитаю? Собак или кошек? I prefer dogs, but I really love cats. I think that I prefer dogs mostly because I have a dog and I have never had cats in my entire life. И последнее. Хотели бы вы домашнего питомца? Actually, I have a dog. My dog is the most wonderful creature in the world and I love him very much. Так, но сейчас мы на экране видим всего лишь одну картинку. Ваша задача ее описать, сказать, что вы видите и в чем смысл и идея данной картинки. Так, я надеюсь, что вы описали, что у вас все получилось. Теперь послушаем меня. In this picture, I can see a group of men, and they are playing football. They look extremely happy. I think this picture illustrates that sports, and especially team sports, are a good way to build friendships and to be a happier human being. Так, ну получается, давайте еще ответим на 3 вопроса. Отлично, давайте отвечать. Вопрос номер 1. Yes, I love sports very much. Actually, I was a professional football player for many years in my life, and I am very athletic. I go to the gym even now, every week. I never skip trainings. I exercise, and I absolutely love it. Второй вопрос. Почему физическое упражнение это важно? Yes, I believe that physical exercise is very important because, first of all, it's very good for your brain. It stimulates your brain, which is really good for maintaining the same level of intellect over time. And number 2, I think that sport is very good for your mental health. It's very good for your mood, and it's very good for your confidence. И номер 3. Какие у меня хобби? I have many different hobbies. I like reading books. I like watching movies. I like going to the gym. I play billiards. So I have many different hobbies actually. And I think it's very important for everybody to have some interests and to have some hobbies. Так, сейчас вы на экране снова видите новую фотографию. Ее нужно описать, сказать мне, что вы здесь видите. И опять же ответить на вопрос, в чем смысл данной фотографии, какой посыл она имеет. Я надеюсь, что у вас все получилось. Теперь давайте послушаем меня. In this picture, I can see a young man who is wearing headphones and is typing something on his laptop, while at the same time writing something in his notebook on the piece of paper. He is studying, and I think that the idea of this picture is that Studying is very important. Studying plays a crucial role in our life. Давайте ответим на 3 вопроса. Так, я надеюсь, что вы ответили на все эти вопросы. Теперь вопрос номер 1. Я буду на него отвечать, вы попрактикуете свое понимание на слух. Yes, I really love studying. It's something that gives me energy, motivation, and I believe that everybody needs to always study something new. Always keep learning and keep improving in life. Номер 2. Какие навыки я бы хотел развить? I think that I would like to develop stress tolerance. I want to feel less stress. And I think this is it. I think this is all I want to develop right now. И номер 3. Зачем вы изучаете английский язык? I think it's rather obvious, because English is an international language. All of the sources of information are in English most of the time, and it's just necessary. You have to know English. It's the language that everybody is supposed to speak. It's an international language. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to practice your speaking skills with me and your comprehension, of course. You will see a question and you will be given time to reply. This will give you a chance to practice your speaking, of course. And then after you're done answering, you will have an opportunity to expand your vocabulary and to practice your listening skills by listening to me. So I find this question to be indeed of significance. It's an important matter that 100% should be taken into account. Absolutely everybody should answer this question at least one time in their life, and I think that perhaps it would be a good idea to keep returning to this question in different periods of your life, because human existence is certainly a hard thing to navigate through. This is a hard thing to figure out, and I believe that this is our job to find the antidote to all the suffering in the world and to find something that makes you feel positive. Now, I will start by saying that psychologically, a positive emotion is often associated with sort of moving forward. And what I mean by that is that you need to have something higher than you, whether it is a goal or something that you strive to. This is one of the first lessons you learn in the Bible, is that pick something so high up and aim to it, okay? Aim to the highest possible good you can. And so the first thing that really helps me to not become bitter and to not indulge in despair and to not lose faith in myself is God. I will be perfectly honest with you and tell you that I am Christian. I do believe in God, and this is the most important thing in my life, period. Okay? The second thing is love, and as our beloved Russian writer, a genius of the past, Fyodor Dostoevsky once said, if I'm not mistaken, he said that love and beauty will save the world, and I couldn't agree more. I certainly have a lot of people in my life that wish me the worst things possible. I have people who don't like me, but I don't hold any grudges with anybody, and I certainly don't have any enemies. I do have people that don't like me, and I pray for them. I pray that everything will be all right in their families and their lives in general, and I am not offended by anybody. And if somebody wishes the worst things possible for me, the only job I have is to wish the best things possible for this person. I will certainly never wish anything bad for anybody. At least I'm trying not to. And so love and God are two things that are inevitable for my well-being. Number 3 is, of course, my family. Without my family, nothing would be possible. And number 4 is career. It's like the most important things in life: God, family, love, career, and of course, friendship. I think that all of those things combined can make you a happier human being. So this is something I have asked myself many times, because I'm a big lover of art in general. I am a very artistic person. I appreciate cinematography and I appreciate literature. I'm certainly a big fan of classical literature and poetry. I love reading, and I think that my love for cinema and my love for books are very, very close to each other, and I don't want to compare them. But now, at this period of my life, I prefer reading, because this is something that brings me more joy and more emotions at the moment. But I must say that I have watched a significant amount of different pictures, different movies from different genres, and in the past I wanted to become an actor, and acting was sort of my faraway dream, something that's distant but yet achievable. But I decided not to pursue that endeavor because of some reasons. All of them are personal, but I still find myself drawn to all sorts of artistic movement, whether it can be paintings, poetry, music, bikes outside. Can you hear this? I hope you don't hear this. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, poetry, music, movies, all the things that make our life more colorful. And I remember in the movie, I forgot the name. What was the movie? Dead Poets Society. This is an amazing movie for everybody that loves poetry. And the character of Robin Williams said something very interesting. He said that math and physics and whatever it is that's scientific is certainly a noble pursuit, but art and love and beauty, those are the things we live for. Those are the things we are pursuing, those noble things as math and science and all of those things, and I couldn't agree more. Okay, this is something that will take some brainstorming and a little bit of time, okay? So let me think. What would I like to try in the future? First of all, I'll be honest with you, and I'm trying to be as honest as possible today. I don't feel comfortable sharing my future desires with such big audiences. A few 100,000 people, or how many people are going to watch this video. I don't feel comfortable sharing with you some personal information. So let's say something secret and something too personal I kept to myself, although I will give you something to reply to this question. What I would like to try, I would certainly like to visit as many I wouldn't say as many I would like to visit a lot of places, okay? A lot of different places in the world, cities, countries, and traveling in general really attracts me, and I believe that traveling is certainly a positive thing in our life and can help you to, of course, expand your own understanding of the world and get to know different people, their cultures and all that. So it's an extremely important thing to travel, so I would certainly like to travel more in my life. 100% a family is something to strive for. Kids and a healthy relationship with your wife is an amazing thing to have. So that would also be on my bucket list, let's call it. And let me choose the third thing. I gotta tell you, I wouldn't try anything dangerous, because a lot of people, when they're answering this question, they think I will jump with a parachute, skydiving, or whatever that is. I would never do such thing, because first of all, the only reason you are doing such, you are drawn to such activities as skydiving or things like that, is because there is risk of dying. That's the only reason it's so amazing and you feel such adrenaline, is because such a big chunk of adrenaline comes to your body. And I don't find this interesting. Why would I risk my life for fun? The idea of risking my life for fun sounds almost too ridiculous to be true. So you will not hear anything like jumping with a parachute or anything like that. No, I wouldn't do any of those things. But I would certainly... no, I think those two things are enough. So let's go to the next question. Wow, that's an interesting question, even though I came up with this question, but okay. The best age in life. I don't think there's such thing as the best age in life, although I believe in the idea of the golden time, if you will. And so for me, I think that the golden time, in my opinion, is from 30 to like 50. I think 30 to 50, it's like the golden time. And I'm not implying that other times and other periods of your life are negative and are bad, but I do think that those are not the golden times. Wow, that's an interesting one, although relatively easy for me. I prefer to spend my time indoors, and I am saying this with 100% of certainty, because I am first of all, I am an introvert. I like to stay home. I like to spend time by myself. I like to read. I like to watch movies, and I can't stand big groups of people and sort of social gatherings. I try to avoid that as much as possible for my own well-being. I just feel better off alone, or with a family member or members. in a solitude. Solitude is also something that is very important in my life. I find myself in my own destiny, let's say, in my own feelings. As I have already told you before, I don't hold grudges with people and I don't have enemies. So, and the reason why that is perhaps is because I'm very careful with people that I let in my life. And I do have certain parameters, let's say, or certain qualities that I'm looking for in people that potentially could be close to me. As a friend or as a partner. Number one is people that sincerely wish the best for you. So this is very important because I don't want my friend to be jealous. So if I share good news with my friend, I want my friend to be genuinely happy for me. And this is something that I possess. This is one of my, I think, positive qualities among, of course, negative ones. I also have a lot of negative qualities, as we all do, is that I don't feel jealous and I'm genuinely happy for people and for their achievements. I never feel jealous because I think that jealousy is the root to bitterness and to, let's say, moral depravity. And I think that people that tend to feel jealous of other people's achievements often lock away, let's say, themselves in this mental sort of cage that they've built for themselves. And I don't find this idea to be attractive. So I want my friend to never be jealous of my achievements and be genuinely happy for me. And I will do the same. And the next thing is I want my friend to be a good listener. Like, I really appreciate people who can listen. Okay, I had a lot of conversations with people. And during those conversations, people were either on their phones or not paying attention to anything I'm saying and just only thinking about whatever it is that they're going to say after I'm done. I don't appreciate that. I think that this is a negative trait in people. And unfortunately, a lot of people possess that, including me sometimes. Sometimes I can't listen, but most of the time I try to listen to the person. I'm trying to really understand the person, because as Jordan Peterson once put this, if you really listen to your friend or to the person you're talking to, you will understand that this person is extremely interesting, because he said, I'm quoting here, he said, he is a weird creature, man. And it's also very important for my friend to believe in God, because in my opinion, there is nothing that will hold you from using people, betraying people, and becoming this evil person other than God. Of course, God is the only thing that can stop you. And you can say, well, I have moral values that developed over the whole period of human existence to what they are today. And what I have to say to that is, I don't care. It doesn't stop people. You need God, and that's the only way out. on the left side, I can see two girls that are very happy, and they are surrounded by nature, by God's architecture. Why are they so happy? This is the first question I want to ask, and I can draw a conclusion, logical conclusion, judging by the atmosphere and what's emphasized by the photographer, and that's nature. And I'm pretty sure that nature is the core element of the hidden meaning and the idea behind this picture. So, they are happy because they are in nature. And the next question I want to ask is, why is nature important? And you can also answer those questions with me. So, and on the picture on the right side, we can see a man who is chained, let's say, with his smartphone, and he can't get out. And of course, this is the sign of cell phone addiction. A lot of people, and especially young people, at least I'm judging from my own interactions with younger generation, and I found that they spend an unbelievable amount of time on completely useless activities on the internet, such as scrolling through short videos non-stop. So the conclusion I can draw from those two pictures is that it's incredibly important to spend some time out in the fresh air, and it's certainly something that can make you happier, and you just can't become addicted to your smartphone, even though it's quite an amazing tool for development in any field you choose to step in. Okay? So I find this picture to be of significance to people that are particularly, let's say, anxious about the idea of getting older, and people that perhaps don't appreciate when their friends and their family are trying to organize a party, and people that in general don't like celebrating their birthday. Those are the people that could relate to this picture and understand what's the meaning behind it. I see a girl, she looks young to me, dressed very well in pink, and she's running away. She's running away from her family. She's running away from everybody that is trying to put this social construct on her that she has to celebrate her birthday. Of course, she has her own reasons, and I would suspect that those are, as far as I'm concerned, are pretty much the same for majority of people. This is fear of getting older and the feeling of insignificance and feeling that you are not getting anywhere and you're just wasting your life. And those are dreadful ideas and dreadful thoughts. And I'm truly sorry for the people that are experiencing this, but I am pretty sure there are some ways out of it.